and teams really being reactive to every bit of information as you get it, and to each wave state as you see that information. So that is one of the things, especially if you're going up
The both
against,
team
you know,
have
T1
actually
world
good
champion.
comms. Like,
Let's see. No, it looks like no
I don't like the
race
Grave
quite yet,
picks.
though, and we even get the
I don't know.
defensive
I
ward
don't
on
like
top side.
Grave
Okay,
at all.
nice.
He seems pretty useless to me.
Quick reset
But
after dropping the ward.
if he gets
We'll just have to see
our
if that
head,
rotates. Just a
he's
quick
pretty
reminder to everyone at
strong.
home. Qualification on the
See?
line here as well. For FlyQuest, T1, the winner of this series, straight away, locked in, don't have to worry anymore, right into the second bracket, right into what we'd call the main stage. For T1 a shoe-in, I mean, we're right where we expected. The script's
For
been
late
written,
game, I think
all
T1
premier
wins.
regions, all major
They have
regions
Senna
have made it to this point.
and
T1 just zoning out,
Tom
looking to see what
Kench
FlyQuest are
and
doing again.
Orn,
Talk about the invade, 3 members
Azir.
walking down bot. Jensen is matching here as well. As for Busio and Masu, just going to spot this out and try and get a beneficial trade on Guma and Keria here in this level 1 center and Tarman.
I don't know if
They're doing
I'm
exactly
fighting.
that, as it looks like it will be standard lanes here, which for everyone at home, they're probably smiling.
Yeah, I mean, like we talked about here with Busto Masio looking up to Guma and Keria so much.
Yeah.
Pretty
What's
nice
happening?
experience to be able to get to lane against some of their heroes that really inspire
Already
them
fighting.
to become pros in the first place. And they got
Oof.
some decent health trades there as they come down the river. Of course, Senna Tom Kench does have pretty good sustain.
Yep.
So we'll see about the push on bottom side as well. Jensen moving up on Faker, trying to make use of the early Orianna range.
I mean, for this pick, we talked about it in draft. It was going to be the priority, we know, for Faker as well. Same deal here. Trades in topside, by the way, have already gotten a bit frisky, but Bwipo going to hit level 2 first. And also note that he gets a lot of his health back with some of these extended trades, as you can see with the bloblets on the ground. Zeus zoned away. Really nice start from the FlyQuest top laner.
Yeah, Bwipo getting some pushing done for himself. Of course, both junglers also starting in the top quadrants of their jungles, because it is a tank v tank matchup on top side. But Inspired, as you can see, making a little bit of a venture towards the top side. That is a building wave, and that was a pretty impactful health trade that you were mentioning. Uh-oh, Zeus.
Slowly does it. Zeus going to bellows breath. Here comes Slingshot as well. Inspired in. End of the line. For Zeus, exactly that. Goes into cell division. Bwipo's going to be fine. He also gets to shove in beautiful first blood.
All right, it cost them the flash and the passive for Zach. And it does mean that Owner's going to finish up his full clear, so let's see what the answer is on bottom side. But FlyQuest getting first blood versus T1 here, already big. The bottom lane's got to know, though, that Owner's going to be done with his full clear now, so they have to be worried.
Well, Jensen getting good trades as well. So far, the laning phase starting out in game 1 for FlyQuest is great, but as you said, Owner, they had to know from the Fly 2v2 as Massive pops a ghost, runs into Owner, and drops a ward, just spotting him on the exit. Yeah, because they were able to delay it a little bit there. The recall timer, T1 know that Inspired coming back from base should be about 10 seconds out of base.
Early game, kind of early to
so
mid.
A little bit hard to kind of nail down Busio and
So T1 has to play really safe.
Ghost there, and so they don't want to wait around and have Inspired come over with the Graves to counter them. So nice little recall. Good trade from Zeus in the meanwhile on the top side, and waiting for that pillar to come down as well. Searing charge damage. Bellows breath, is it there? No. There's no combination.
He has no TP. He has actually...
TP to get back to line. Exactly.
That's so bad for Zach.
Used his passive, used his flash. Bwipo doesn't have very many resources at all. Now there's going to be a big wave building on top side. Yeah, it's such a hard situation. He doesn't want to drop it, but he kind of has to. If they see him, they will for sure go for him. But Owner's going for the recall. Okay, they're going to find him.
Anything. Owner sees him slingshot away, but Zeus gets full access, and echoing your point there, Kobe. More time with the turret. Zeus going to get a turret play from this. And
he has to go back. What is he doing there?
Exactly.
He's getting no HP.
Difference right now
no
is
XP.
Ballooning. That purple bar under the champion icon there.
Yeah, Zach is pretty...
now dings over to level 5.
Oh no. What is he doing there?
Inspired wants to help him get in.
But Owner's behind him. I mean, there's going to be a searing charge. He flashes away, gets up to the wave. Good kiting away. As Bwipo now rejoins the fray as well. Minion wave not going to go to the wayside. This is nice at least for a recovery. But losing a flash from Inspired feels like top is starting to get that counter bleed out.
Yeah, they really did not want to give up that giant multi-stacked wave right there. And so Inspired does go offer his flash as well as a way to get them back in and at least...
I don't know why Zach used TP.
Owner getting something as well. Remember, with that push in, looks like he sapped some experiences. Inspired is going to be sharing his vision. Thanks to T1 dropping that ward. I believe that would have been Faker. And speaking of which, Keria and Guma are going to get this push into the bottom side, while Busio can't hold it off for now. Look at Masu. He made a return to base. This shove's going to come through, and about a minion wave
Yeah,
and a
the wave
half is going to be
crashes.
denied from Fly as well.
Yep, comes back with his recurve bow, got his refillable potion. Honestly, too, after the Graves, 3 camp gank topside for Inspired, you do have to worry about losing out. Hold on, let me turn this.
You're right.
I got it.
You're fiddling. Oh.
Draco's in my ear. You have to worry about getting counter jungled after that if you do one of those, quick ganks. But able to clean up his bottom side as well after the bottom lane did a little bit of vision control for him and spotted Owner.
Grub's just up, by the way, at the 6-minute mark here. Spotted out by Bwippo, or rather control watered down. I want to note that with these backs, Inspired and Owner, both with recurve bow, serrated Dirk as well, a lot of damage here. But as Owner starts this up, you can see Inspired back towards his red side of the jungle, thinking about getting over so he can get that experience for the singular grub and also stop the stacking here early from T1.
And it's very easy to
going
walk by
for
grubs and steal one with Smite, but Inspired actually goes over a ward, so
What is he doing?
Baker knows he's not going to drop anything here with the pass from Inspired, plus Owner is going to be able to finish up those Void grubs, no problem for him. And again,
he's going
up
for
here on
Drake.
top side on a giant stacked up
Graves is
wave
going
in
for
the
Drake.
face of Bwippo. No level 6 for Bwippo either.
And here comes Call the Forge God, no cell division either. He's going to get double knocked up. Bellows Press clap
Oof.
down. Shoot, T1 stop. Back in action.
Yeah, I think it's over for.
Stuff here for T1. Yeah,
Oh, that's so bad for him.
No, zooming in on all of the minions dying, the experience, the gold. We're
It's so
used to
bad
seeing
for
top
Bwippo.
laners
I
so
don't
far
know.
behind because of lane swaps. This is not because of the lane swap. They invested so much into
Oh, man.
the early gank off
So
the
much
recall
gold
and
now.
having it pushed back. Bwippo is just
Almost double CS.
so
And
behind now.
like 3 plates.
Getting shattered in what is now a 3-plate lead over none in the top side even after the first blood went down. As you said, stemming the bleeding in top, but I think more importantly, the fact that Bwippo's behind, whatever the champion is, he feels like the lifeblood of this team. I know you've been watching this team throughout the start of the year. Him and Inspired, to me, have been the biggest standouts, as we've already seen in this tournament. A very different look to start off game 1.
Yeah, luckily for them, Bwippo, at least this time around, is on, just frontline tank, and Zach's job is just to bounce around.
Very true.
So he will be able to operate on a lower economy, though you don't want to, and you're in the tank v tank matchup.
Yep.
Plus, it also did take some farming time away from Inspired, the investment that they used to have him go up there. So it definitely is going to throw that plan through a little bit of a loop. They've got the backup, though. Masu has been pretty good thus far on the Varus, so we'll see what they're able to get done. And of course, as you could have
I think that
told from
Bwippo,
the lethal tempo,
the Zach is
going
playing
to be
too
on his
aggressive.
Varus build, since it's going to have to get through
Should
some
just chill.
very
Should
tanky
just
frontliners. The Ornn
try to
and the
get
Tom
XP
Finch.
and the gold.
I think as well,
no.
we've already seen, Tom's
Yeah.
survivability in fights without that constant DPS. Reminded me of yesterday in the top esports game. And it's very hard to see how they can actually pursue an elongated fight. Now, I want to quickly mention, next grub's coming up in a minute 50.
Oh,
Dragon's
why
already started by FlyQuest.
are they trading?
Do I even have time? I mean, Bwippo and Zaya's just hitting head once
Mine
again.
is just healing full.
But those neutral objectives, it seems like could be
Passive.
the setup for T1. Continue going towards bot side. I say that because there's a lot of pings coming down. A lot of map movement here to see if they can punish Boosty or Masu in the long run. Chains Corruption will come through as well. There's good damage on the carrier, but Owner and Guma are here just in case it goes any further.
What?
We go back top side. The boys battling it out. Let's bounce. I love that take matchups.
Here comes Graves. They're not done.
You're right. Inspired going to make it even more fun, but Call the Forge got in the waves there. Bellows breath is flash. Bwippo's flash goes into cell division, but the center ulti slows down the play. The minion wave's gone. Inspired can't do anything. And Zayas, we call it a 1v2 as he won't get out.
Yeah.
Zayas takes it, and we're all aboard.
Choo-choo! T1 hype trains in full effect here in Chengdu. Oh man!
It looks kind of lost for a top laner. He's useless kind of.
Stopping on the top side, a flash away from Kerry to get away.
Oh, good dodge.
Good poke damage on Masu, and Owner's here as well. He's got a reset waiting for him in Masu if he gets on top, but he threatens, they force him back, and T1's early game is taken off.
I can already see
Yeah,
people
now
tweeting
they
out
win.
the MJ memes of, they ganked Zeus early and he took that personally.
Yeah.
And then absolutely just destroys the game now on the Ornn. He got so many turret plates that denied so many waves of experience to Bwippo, and then he wins the 2v1 under tower with the cell division also being popped again. Hysterics. It is looking pretty painful on both sides now as Guma and Keria have pushed back in. They've gotten a turret play for themselves as well.
And the damage coming out, that's why I said Eastern Tom Kench center lanes are so oppressive to watch. Masu getting low, misses the poke. Guma with a great sidestep, and he keeps walking up. He keeps getting free souls. Already at 49, 50 souls at 10 minutes in the game. Another one to admire as Guma just does it better.
Yeah, it looks like Owner's going to be able to finish up on all 6 Void Grubs as
boy.
well. The buffed up damage from those on the patch going to feel pretty nice for T1. Teleport comes in.
It's Faker coming in. Off the side lane,
Double.
Keria. Oh, it's a double. It's a rune.
wait.
Try to predict. Jensen flashes away.
Oh my
Flash
goodness,
from
it
Faker,
was
though. Sends him right back in.
insane.
The Shockwave's only a one-man as Faker sidesteps
Oh my
it.
god, Faker,
So
you're still the
beautifully
GOAT.
done, so nicely synced
He's
up.
still the
And
GOAT.
T1's macro again, looking red hot.
The
Damn, that was
double
pretty insane.
TP from the Tom Kench comes in as well. And Faker versus Jensen all time is 8-0 in Faker's favor. And he is able to clap Jensen one more time here on stage with the extra Void Grub buff.
I personally
as well.
think that
Gets a turret
Azir
after
is the
it.
best
Wow.
champion
And you know,
for
I should correct
Faker.
myself. I said, oh,
He just
T1's
gets
macro
so
pretty
good
I feel like
ults.
their early game
Like,
has been talked about internationally by
So
analysts.
insane.
It's not their strong point. It's not a clean team like Gen G. We know this team can always win team fights. They're
Ult
always so
plays
great in
insane
the late
with
game,
Azir.
late game decision making around things like Baron. But T1 here in the early game, shorn up what that top side was early for FlyQuest. Have shifted gears and in bot as well, winning the 2v2. Now mid in a detriment with a 10 CS lead and a kill on top. Nash is completed for Faker too. Such a great looking early game when we see Azir on center Tom. It sets up for things to come with so much scaling in such little time.
Yeah, and because as we mentioned, you know, and Inspired using some of his early time up there, you see Owner with his advantage in jungle too, the Viego.
Yep.
Owner's Viego yesterday, or the Quadra kill the day when he was able to pull it off was extremely impressive, so I am quite scared for FlyQuest here. Owner going to look to visit mid lane again as well. He does have flash, could go for the stun.
Just waiting to see Faker's ulti. Nice HUD,
Yeah, that one
isn't it?
Drake.
Got a countdown, 5 seconds for that shuffle to come through. FlyQuest spotted on the bottom side as Dragon number 2 spawns. Owner committing to going. Guma and Keria here as well. Numbers advantage for the time being. There's a flash and
He
Owner
flashed?
is out immediately. Busio wanted in so hard for that one, but he doesn't find it and now is summonless.
Yeah, goes for the flash play, doesn't quite grab it. They're really grasping for opportunities though, because they can feel this game, you know, running away from them quite quickly here. So they feel the pressure to make some plays.
There we go, onto Jensen. I mean, this is why the matchup slaps so hard. Faker goes all in. Owner's there to support.
He's
and
gone.
it's never just Faker, is it? Someone always by your side, whether it's Keria,
He got
whether
caught.
it's Owner, and Inspired now getting the full face of the medal as well. Licky tongue
He's
in
dead.
action. And
Oh no,
Inspired
it's a
flashes away
flash.
to survive away from Gibiyushi, but he's over the wall. He's got the range.
I think it's
Busio
GG
up
for
next. He's silent.
for
He
them.
goes into hostile mode, but it ain't gonna take, is it? Owner with a reset now. The flying
GG.
through. Owner gets another.
That's
And
GG,
another
boys.
coming up.
Oh my
Give the
goodness.
double, and we're set up for Owner's
T1
Viego.
is
We're
just
set
too
up for
clean
early
with
game of
that.
the gods. T1 are just that good, aren't they?
Yeah, T1 warmed up already, and they're
Sorry,
coming
Kobe.
into this series hot.
And
They're gonna go
Faker
to
got the
Dragon,
tower
plus
as well. Oh my
mid-secondary
god,
turret
that's too
at
good
1
for them.
14 minutes. That's
Maybe
quite a
they'll
quick
get
pace.
bot
Okay,
tower
now
as well.
I'm just gonna look at the clock.
Oh, not
Thankfully,
not
we only have to
quite.
make it like 3 more minutes, and then I can still meme.
Oh, you can.
So as long as
Oh,
we
that
get
was
past
just
that 6
beautiful.
minutes, 7, I think that's our number 1.
He never misses
goal.
those ults. That's crazy.
But yeah, as we said, Owner didn't
Just
have
so
to use his flash
consistent.
here, so he's got
That's
it for
crazy.
later on for the skirmish on the bottom side.
Yep.
And this is where it got really impressive. You know, Carey came in, they were trying to fish around and find Inspired down here, chase him down. They already took out Jensen mid lane, so they
Kind of
know
like
that there
the
was no
idea,
support
but
gonna come through for them.
I don't
There
know
goes
with the
Owner,
fight
uses his
that.
flash to get that engaged. The eat from Tom Kench denying that Renata ultimate, so that Viego is able to get right back out, and then Owner gets his resets. Got chunked a little bit low, but kept getting the souls, easily able to pull it off.
And let's revisit again. In this 2v2, you talked about how important it is that Keria has something like Tom. His success rate on it before. Keria is showing up massive once more, and I think there's a lot of conversation in the air as well as to what Keria's going to look like in this tournament. We've got a lot more normal engaged support. It's not wacky like Ashe isn't being let through. We're not getting like those Caitlyn Lux lanes as well.
Like Nico support and Rumble support, like he played in already the first 2 games.
I guess we're getting a better answer, are we?
Yeah, Keria has looked really good, as have the rest of T1. from this point on out, it's extremely
Now
easy for
T1
them
gets
to end out the game.
all the
Especially with
objectives.
the aforementioned
That's so
6
crazy.
void grove buff. Now they've got the Herald as well they can drive in, but really early pace
Yeah, they can
that
just
they're on right now.
Herald mid lane.
And,
They have
FlyQuest
control
kind of
over
already
all the
probably
map.
trying to think about things to change for game number 2 here.
I think it's done.
This is a series, and this is also not an elimination series. This series is to get out, so winner will promote.
And you got 2 chances as well, right? That's a good thing about FlyQuest regardless. Like, I don't want to sell them short. I still believe game 2 provides as many opportunities as this one did, but anything you want to touch on for the draft chain? Anything that you're like,
She wants to clean with that.
I want to see
No,
this go on?
I mean, it's definitely going to be gameplay.
Okay.
Definitely going to be gameplay here that changes the look and what they're going to have to go to first.
Okay. Worth asking regardless.
I'm glad that we got a little taste of Graves. I was getting so excited for like, oh man, the patch changes. Maybe with the attack speed and crit differences, it would be different, but it's the same old lethality jungle one, and T1 looking to go straight through the front door here. Hysterics.
Yeah, let's hope it's not in 15 seconds time, Kobe, because otherwise you're going to have real problems with the community.
Oh wait.
Got under turret, Massive and Boosie are going to get healed away.
Right?
This time ain't over. Zayas is level 12 as they charge on him. Whippo looks for the counter angle. The last punch in such an early
Faker is in
game.
a really bad
Bounces,
spot.
drops,
Oh
jumps
my,
in,
that was
but Carrier
good.
doesn't
Carrier's
care.
insane.
The frog runs in. The shockwave is good from Jensen, but there's not enough damage.
It's GG.
Massive can't get the
I think they can
reset from
finish.
the bailout, and Carrier can't
Oh,
get
Carrier's
stopped.
just
It's another one.
insane with
guy
those.
looks like he is playing Nautilus with an R button. It's insane. It is nuts, and you can laugh at Mad Lions, but let's be real, Kobe.
Yeah, that's the game, boys. Not even 20 minutes.
T1 are blasting
That's
here. This is
no.
domination from what was an early opener. Looks so beautiful from FlyQuest.
They're still level 8 and 9.
FlyQuest have given.
Oh no, and he's dead again.
13 to 1. Nexus dropped in
Jesus.
17 and a half
They just stomped him.
That is T1 locked
God
in.
damn.
Oh, yeah, it is.
GG, boys. GG, guys.
Well, you still beat Mad.
We were.
Just
we were wondering,
just a stomp.
what this,
Nothing
this game was
else.
gonna look like, how much of a banger it was going to be. The analysts at MSI were quite impressive. with it.
Italy.
I think that's really scary too.
No
You know,
way.
obviously, Guma likes the lethality Kalista.
They want to
but
play early.
It just further enables Carrier to pick all of his Carrier style support champs. So I'm very worried. Usually they go with Kalista plus champion for Faker. Previously, they were focusing Orianna, but obviously Orianna's banned this time around, so they go to Talia instead, because then if you go Azir into it,
Could
Talia's
be
already
Talia mid or
kind of
jungle.
counter, good matchup into it.
Yep.
And then T1 will usually grab
Okay,
Carrier's
Varus.
champion after this, ensure that they get, you know,
Wait,
his
why did
preference
they
back
ban
as far as
Renata?
answering
They
what the
played
bottom lane of
Renata
FlyQuest
last
would be.
game.
Doesn't seem like there's going to be any change there. No real big surprises. They go back to the Nautilus Varus here. They have, had time to warm up with it.
Very true.
So, see if they can change the stories.
Oh,
And
he
there's that
wants to
Azir.
play
As you said.
Azir.
Jensen had nowhere else to go. The Orianna ban away from T1. Again, pre-medicated. Pre-medicated? What's the word?
I
Was
think,
it medicated?
Hey, you're pre-medicated coming to the show today.
Bro, been in China for 2 days.
Premeditated.
There we go, yeah.
I think they can pick the support now.
I will save you, but first I'll make fun of you.
Wait.
That's okay, I'm fine with it. I'm used to that, there's no problem.
All right, this is Sejuani hover here.
You reckon? Yeah.
Alright, interesting.
Technically flexible.
It is actually. This is
flexible.
T1 do this. They're such an annoying team to draft against because they have so many flexes for support or top. You never know where anything is going. As you said.
I'd say like 80% to jungle, but yeah.
But they did it in playoffs. They did this in playoffs. That's what the most annoying thing is. Carrier plays Sejuani support.
We'll see. We
Yeah,
shall
Carrier
see. It's gonna
Carrier
depend
can play
it's gonna depend
everything.
on the top lane pick.
Can just
as
play
well.
everything.
So let's see what
Support.
FlyQuest want to try and ban away. Wow, they get T1 gives some respect here to Inspired Viego, expecting him to go a damage route. I guess they're thinking that Whippo being on blue side is going to have to go a tank. I would say that's not necessarily true, but T1 will have guaranteed counter for Zeus regardless. So
Can you blind Urgot into something like this? We know it's been a favorite of his, but I mean, range deals with him a lot, and Zeus plays range tops.
yeah, I feel like you're asking for like a Vayne then.
But you are actually. It's very
if you do that, and Don't want that heat.
Okay.
So Rumble banned off as well, expecting that. You know, they're like, yeah, you know, it could be a carrier support Sejuani, but we got to account for the other flexible possibilities there. The Rumble taken out as well. All right, so Xin Zhao, the other one of the really strong duelist AD, sort of threatening AD jungles, because again, I think T1 are kind of expecting Whippo to be blue side blinding a tank.
Air support.
And there we go. All right, it is going to
Yeah.
be the jungle Sejuani, and it is going to be the extremely scary, very advisable to lane swap against Kalista Ashe, the double hail of blades. And this is not just any Kalista Ashe. Everybody around the world, you know, plays this lane now, and it's impressive in everybody's hands. It's very, very brutal, especially level 1, but the most so in Gumayushi and Carrier's hands.
Carrier's Ashe is insane. Like, on the other side, Wukong, just a side note, Inspire locks in jungle here. As you said, Whippo is going blinding into top side.
I would say grab a tank and lane swap.
Ornn then, Zac is still up.
I mean, Zac and Sion are probably the two best for lane swapping. Basically, I feel like the tier list for lane swap top laners is whatever top laner has a super OP
Yeah, I don't like that pick at all.
Like Gragas.
Gragas is pretty good.
Sustain.
I would say
I
the
don't
most
like the
OP
pick.
is Sion's
Just
passive,
pick, like,
then
Ornn,
Zax is like second to
tank.
that. And then you get down to like Udyr and Gragas and stuff. But this one could account for both situations, you know. Gragas basically doesn't have a lot of like terrible, you know, hard counter matchups. Always has options for playing safe regardless of what it's going to be.
What I like to see. Something.
Right. Yeah, Zeus is
I like what I'm seeing.
There's a lot of top
Like,
laners.
T1 has a really good comp.
Casante lover, it's
Like
like
that.
every top
Like that
laner
a lot.
probably here at MSI.
Liked it a lot.
All right, let's get into it. T1, they'll be looking for some standard lanes.
They have
I
AP,
assume,
they have
so that they can
80
make full
and
use
2
of
tanks.
Kalista
Like,
Ashe,
this
double
is
hail of blades,
really good.
brutality.
Yeah, I guess you
How
could
scary
say
is that
that
comp at level
Nautilus the tank, but
How much does it switch on? Weaver's
Oh, no.
Wall, Glacial Prison, Carrier's arrows flying across the map.
I mean, I'm kind of terrified already at level 1, but level 6
Fair
too.
enough.
Yep.
I think you're coming through some trauma from game 1. 17 and a half minutes if you missed out, by the way.
Well, the other thing too, why I think it would be good for FlyQuest like lane swap is like Wukong really wants to get level 6 for jungle, whereas Sejuani can be very active very early on. Level 3, you just need 3 camps. And so Owner definitely gonna have a lot of options available to him, and assuming they actually get their standard lanes, will have a very strong and pushing bottom lane to play off of.
Guma and Carrier, Kalista and Ashe. The 2v2 from hell. It's like they're literally Gordon Ramsay and FlyQuest on the other side. They're the restaurant owners. The call room's not clean. There's cockroaches. They're going to be in trouble if they don't clean this act up fast, because in
What is
17
it talking
and a half
about,
minutes,
dude?
in game number 1, it was a massacre. It was over before Baron spawned. It was over before FlyQuest could blink an eye. And we knew coming into this T1 were favorites, but I feel for you, man, because you having to sit there and watch that after we set up that there could be some contest.
I think it's funny because I know I can just visualize chat. All chat is spamming is 1647 and 1731. It's like a war. Who's winning, the 1731s or the 1647s?
I don't know if it's Yank or someone on Twitter
Wait,
that said
I wanna
new mad
catch
game
him.
just dropped, you know? Also, Raz was dead on the floor, so someone sent help. Game number 2. One step away from qualifying to the main stage for play-ins. I mean, a lot of people are like, man, having diverse T1 in play-ins, how hard is that? Right now, we're seeing exactly that. Jensen getting poked out at level 1 by Faker. Half a
That
HP
hurts.
bar lead. He does have time to back, though, so it's not going to be the end of the world.
True. The world has not
what
ended
is he
yet.
doing?
That's good.
Last game, the world ended at 1731. Top side, they did have a little bit of a fishing opportunity here. They did end up showing Busio is up here. Whippo is also showing that he's here, though. I think T1 probably will be very well aware that FlyQuest are searching for the lane swap, so they should be able to react here. One of the biggest mistakes you can make if you're doing a lane swap from blue side here, like FlyQuest are doing, is if you don't go for the invade on enemy jungle.
True.
And so,
Hang on.
because we actually saw it yesterday. If you force the
They're
lane
trying
swap
to
and then you
cheese.
don't push enemy jungle.
Oh, he missed his
He
E.
just missed a body slam on
He
Ray.
needs to be wider.
He does. As Carrier roams into Jensen,
Oh,
there's the
he
flash
was
gone.
flash.
He just came back to lane. He just walked here. But now as he gets poked out again, I mean, Jensen might get forced back. Might have to TP early as we get in the jungle trade. And this is the best part about lane swaps. Level 2 hit by Inspired. Faker
What is he
doesn't
doing?
have it, but Zeus is left out. He takes him up against
He's
all
dead.
the ignites.
What
He still
is
dies.
T1
As he ran
doing?
3v3 with no health bars, and Carrier is an Ash with Hail of Blade. He starts firing away. Inspired tries to tank it up, but Permafrost is so easy. Ona's going to get the kill.
Alright, that's good for
Busio's up
T1,
next. He
I guess.
dredge lines out, but Carrier gets the
His
flash,
flash.
has his own, matches him. And if you want to take T1 toe-to-toe on in this early game, they'll be happy to
jeez.
do the dance. As Jensen just gets hit by the glide drive by.
But
T1 is crazy.
What?
CS. Jensen got 8 CS during that level 1 fight.
Copy that.
The Azir had some CS.
FlyQuest is kind of
Whippo
overthinking that, I
have
think.
to play into level 3
Like
Guma with a
they're
stacking
forcing-
wave down here. Quite the level 1 there.
Yeah, good boys.
So let's realign a bit because I feel like I sold FlyQuest a little bit short. You can't let me do that when I'm on broadcast with you, Kobe, because at least it was a trade. As you said, CS mid. Also, Whippo getting the kill. Small gold lead for what it's worth in this lane swap.
Yeah. We'll see about the ramifications of this one.
You're smiling still, and I'm not sure if that's a good thing.
Yeah, it's because, you know, watching that fight as it was happening, I was like, oh, they're making the call to keep the Azir mid. They feel like the Azir wouldn't have made the big difference in that little skirmish. So in the end, we'll have to evaluate afterwards. But they do send Busio down here with Whippo to make sure that he can actually stay under the
yeah,
tower
one
versus Guma and Keria. And so they will be able to at least stick around for that minion wave of experience. But bottom side is the one that does not have the extra 50% damage reduction to champions for the first 5 minutes. And so Guma already was able to knock off a turret plate for himself. And then you end up in a situation where you've got Masu as a top lane Varus, which is not bad. Top lane Varus was actually just meta in itself.
Meowin did it over in the LEC.
Yeah, and was completely spammed in solo queue for quite a long time. So it's not like a bad thing, but it definitely is going to be painful for Whippo and Busio down on the bottom side, because they're also probably going to get dove by Owner. Owner's heading over, so I want to look at bottom lane. Thank you.
Here we go. Permafrost, remember, is what you got to look for. Busio gets hit hard and doesn't give it a chance to react. Double turret shot for Owner, well juggled as Guma picks up the first kill. Now onto Whippo, level 3, body slams in. He attempts, but Carrier kites it out. He parries, but doesn't survive.
Right.
It's a small trade, but remember, Guma's got time with the wave. There's no TP, and he just picked up a double kill.
That's so good.
T1, successful dive, really smart from them. They already had chunked him pretty low under the tower. They built up the wave again. They call Owner over. They don't let FlyQuest have any sort of breathing room here. And then look at how they started. Owner got the knock up onto Busio, and then they piled in damage really, really quickly there, forcing him down. They want to go with the second one. Whippo knows that Keria is probably going to be the one to try and take it, and so he does a really, really heads-up move there. Goes for the body slam, does get the chunk damage. So even with the barrier there for Keria, the extra turret shot does finish him off and at least get them the counter kill. But still, massive, massive advantages here for T1 out of the attempted lane swap and their answer in fighting the jungle invade level 1.
You can see XP comes on the side of your screen there. Masu is level 6, so at least that ulti's online, but as you said, bottom side set up for success. Even Faker's here in a good position despite the CS advantage because he got the earlier kill. I think we also need to mention that the lane swap has been
Nautilus
reversed
kind of
again.
lost what he has to do. He has no idea what he...
But Masu looks like he wants to actually match it now.
He was mid, then he goes top.
And I like this from
He loses
T1
so much
because
XP.
the power of the grubs is increased on this patch substantially.
What is he doing?
So. And with the speed that they've been ending out games, you can definitely tell that they want to make use of the Void Grub buff and pushing down all these turrets. They don't want to wait around for a long game stacking dragons. Like that's not really on the timeline.
They got dinner reservations,
T1 is just giving up.
The timeline, we're on the grub timeline here, not the dragon stacking
But then pressuring
and so they go for the
towers
instead.
to get the other objectives. Yeah, I think that's pretty smart.
At least a little bit of Ocean Dragon regeneration might help out FlyQuest. They're going to get 4-person dove here.
Uh-oh. Owner, how close to level 6? It looks like he's half the way there, so ignore
Inspired's
it now.
walking.
Fake has the wall, but not needing it. Remember, Masu with the lockdown is what we're looking for, how they survive. The level 3 Nautilus going to try. Under turret, it gets a little bit janky. His owner takes it up. Ends up being a trade here, but Guma picks up the kill. With the plate on top of it as well, Inspired hovers off to the side. But he can't get anything done. The damage is already done.
Jensen also pushed another wave from mid lane there to get up to tower.
Right.
It looks like, and Masu I thought did a really good job there, saving his flash and then getting out to safety, so they got the 1-for-1 trade, and Masu got to stick around. He's still up there, but Zeus is going for the one.
He is, no level 6 of both of them, but still wants to take it. I mean, Zeus got solo killed a hell of a lot in playoffs and pro. He's getting on the edge again.
Yeah, if that had hit, because like you're saying, they were 1 minion each from level 6, they were about to get it, so he was thinking, I ghost at him, I hit my Q3, I kill a minion, I get him in the ultimate, but if you don't hit that Q3, you know, it's like step 1 of the plan.
Nice trade from Faker, actually. Gets the phase rush, chases after Jensen. Turret shot taken as well. Half HP if he gets forced out again. Remember that TP still has a quarter of the cooldown left.
Guma is going to be so insanely scary.
That was a sigh at the start as well.
This game, Guma with 3 kills, his opportunities done already. Especially with the lethality build, you're going to see these, you know, these Qs from Kalista just like massive chunking people. Let's see what he can do with it, because he returns back top lane. I like this. Then they can keep pressure up here, continue to push down, because bottom side, even with Zeus kind of using everything there, he's got his teleport, and Assume is just going to go right
play
back.
for Drake.
Remember, part of that gold lead on Gumayushi as well comes from the double turret plate.
Oh, they're diving again?
Well. They're looking to set up for more, Kobe. Even TP
Oh, he has
being
no flash,
burned.
yeah.
Where is that?
It's back bottom.
Back bottom,
Just
okay.
back bottom.
Service, you're baiting me. Change of corruption comes through. Guma, meanwhile, doesn't need to cleanse because he doesn't have it. Doesn't care.
He's
The
dead.
pokes in. Carrier tanks up turret again while T1 have to get out of dodge. Because Jensen with the ulti sends it back, but 1 minion may be saved today. Owner running for his life.
I think he's still out.
Over the wall, the
This is Q.
brings Baker back into melee range. Seismic jump flash away from it. Jensen is caught between a rock, and a rock. Baker on the back end still
That's
pokes
clean.
him down.
Oh my
Just when you think
goodness.
Fly can get
That was
revenge,
clean.
T1 still reigns supreme.
Wow.
Another rock.
That was really
Another
clean.
rock. And another kill.
Oh, wow.
Another kill and another kill for T1. You can tell they really want to keep forcing around Guma. You know, this Fed
No way
Kalista
they're
that we're
trying.
talking about. This lethality.
No, dude, no. No, that's just bullying.
Carrier's timing was 6 man, and they are making fun of North
No
America.
way.
T1 in play-ins, like, get them out of here. Put
Oh,
them in
that's
the
just
main
bullying.
Good
Oh no.
night. Oh, man,
He used
the
TP
timing
and
on
just
the
died.
arrival there, the teleport comes in. If you want to do that at home, it's actually not that hard to time these teleports. You know, you just aim your skill between the teleport location and your fountain. That's where the person will arrive, and then, never mind. Here we go.
Is revenge coming?
This is real revenge. Here we go. Let's see. There's flashes on both Guma and Carrier, so I think at most you get a flash.
And there's a barrier. He walks back in front of Guma. He saves his life.
Not even going to get a flash.
But with the fate sealed, well done from the 2v2. And you're right, no summoner for the trade, just the ulti.
Yep, Kalista ult, no problem. Massive revenge there. Okay, let's take another look. They started out, Masu hit the ultimate onto Gumi to delay the big damage,
So
but it
well
doesn't
played
matter.
by them.
They got the full combo on him, and this was a kind of a cool sweep. There was 1 more minion left, and so that extra
Literally,
range
minion
minion
was
taking the
MVP.
first turret shot
He
meant
tanked
that
the
Owner didn't
turret.
die, because if Owner had to take that turret shot also, then maybe they would have been able to finish off that first kill there. Then they get the return, and the super fed Kalista comes through. Faker did such a good job coming in to you know, cover for Owner there, so that Sejuani could get out alive. They pop the heal. They are just brutal with it, man.
I feel like every international, like Guma kind of keeps his team together. But you get to an international and Guma gets even better. The duo gets even better, whether they adapt to the meta or just have insane laning phases like we've had. Whether it's a laning phase traditionally or not. I mean, we've only got positives to talk about here for T1 with a 4K gold lead in the early game. Now with 6 scrubs yet again here. Like, it doesn't matter, 6-0 Kalista, you got to take it down. You got to find something to slow this game down, I feel. Because FlyQuest again are getting run over.
You know what this game is? This game is double or nothing. Can you beat 1647?
Oh,
again?
wow. T1
Like,
set the
all right,
pace.
fine. You were able to barely squeeze by game number 1. How about second chance here?
Okay.
As they're going to be calm for 1 second.
Yeah, it's a free Drake.
Okay. Is going to get a tiny sliver of chunk damage, while the rest of the squad
T1 is not letting
takes care
FLY
of
play the
maybe
game,
cryo
right?
into
It's so,
Dragon's pickup
so
for themselves.
disgusting, actually.
But I would say, biggest thing, T1 are able to keep forcing around Guma. Like, FlyQuest need to make sure that the fight is not around this Kalista.
They're
because
5k
you're just
ahead,
not gonna win it
5.5k.
around. He's way too far ahead. There's
So-
too much power. And because of the popular lethality QMax build, it's a burst damage build that is so good so early on, plus you have the most gold in the game. So either you have to get people alone.
Like Faker maybe. Go in as it's Carrier's
What?
ulti that swings and misses.
What
but
happened?
Faker still pushes them off of the
Oh,
turret.
wait.
Inspired flushes under
Oh.
and finds it. Everyone survives. Okay.
What?
FlyQuest got a shutdown.
How did he
That's
get in
something.
there?
But Busio went to an adventure. He decided to go through the
How did he
wardrobe.
get in there?
And he meets with the White Witch. I
Wow.
mean, Guma just picks up another kill because of it.
I want to take a look at how he got in there. We were all looking at topside though,
Yep.
where FlyQuest did make a move away
Yeah.
from Guma, away from the Fed Kalista, and they took down.
Ulti.
Oh.
Matt
He healed.
Gonna heal away. But just like that is, remember plating still, I can't believe plating's still up. It's crazy. Look at Carrier's poke damage.
Oh, Carrier is dealing a lot of damage.
All right, 4 minutes to go.
All right. Shrug it up.
Let's see here. Pings, they're spamming pings onto Carrier. I think it's pretty hard to go for, onto Guma. It's pretty hard right now. He's got double summoner spells up.
Yep.
But, you know, first step is it going to be blowing those summoner spells, and then maybe with a Nautilus, with a full combo here, if you Nautilus hold him in place.
they're trying to dive him
multiple
again.
Members from FlyQuest come, expend flashes. It is a giant shutdown.
Hit Faker again, inspired with the ulti up and available. No, not soon actually. Seismic shove comes back, and there's good damage on Faker, but he survives again and makes it troublesome for FlyQuest to continue any further.
Yeah, I think FlyQuest just keep on trying to pressure that side lane there.
Yep.
It's kind of your only opening, because Guma now also has gotten a spell shield with his Edge of Night. So not only does he have double summoner spells, but he also has the shield to rely on.
Oh,
Trying to
he
keep
just
minions
wants
away from
the
the tower.
turret.
Just ignored. Good buffer from Zayas. Turret's going to drop down here thanks to Grubs.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
Gets him that turret as well. 2-0 in turrets, by the way.
No.
If I can't chase with the body slam, hits minions instead.
And nobody
6K.
else is coming either, so
Nope.
no extra damage, so nobody's gonna go down there. Guma Yushi gold board.
2,000 kills. Wow. Of course, gold, ladies and gentlemen. Don't be like me. We're both looking at the chase. Inspired's coming in. Zayas trying to buy
that's
some
kind of
time here,
dangerous.
but it might be buying time to bring the whole members down. He's still tanking up. Cyclone as well. He
Wait,
runs
is he-
for his life. Goes
Oh,
in the all
wait,
out.
does he live?
Survives for now.
Oh.
Leading him on a goose chase.
Big Boosie!
Busio with the ulti available, but he's already out of range, and people move
Damn,
down
that
for
was good.
The map given over
Well
once
played
again for
by
a
him.
free herald.
He's got Ignite and he has Ultimate, so he's thinking about some burst damage. But Zayas is able to escape there. Nicely done from him. Cassante work.
Okay.
But that's kind of the only real strategy they have left open for them, FlyQuest here. They're trying to make picks on both side laners at different times with extra members. You just try and overflow one side of the map. They're gonna take a look here, but Faker's got friends on the way this time.
He does, and the arrow
Oh.
flashed away from, but again, Carrier just sending him out. A reason why we respect this Ash pick for him. Jensen can't do anything. He just stands there, tries to outrange, but Inner turret's about to go down thanks to Grubs yet again as T1 stack as a 4-man in topside, making it unapproachable from Fly to get anywhere near.
All right, another tower down. 15 minutes on the clock. We'll keep having our,
You sound
our
like
speed run check-ins.
You're like someone who's in Woolworths as the Mascot Lane economy snapshot pops in our face. You're like someone who's at Woolworths or let's be more relevant.
Top lane second.
What's shopping center? Trader Joe's. How's that?
Second
Right?
turret.
And you just want to get
Ooh.
through it as quickly as possible.
That was
So
insane.
you're sitting there as Masu
Is
gets
he
ulted and
getting
you're
it?
like, get me out, Mum. I don't want to be here. Busio flashes away as well,
Yeah.
trying to get out. And meanwhile, T1 are just looking through all the poultry. What do we buy today? Who cares? Get everything. You got a credit card with about $20,000 on it right now. FlyQuest can't manage that. They're stuck with you.
Okay, well, they avoid death, though.
They do.
And Masu here, flash blown now, definitely going to have to play a lot safer, but given the circumstances, you know, and the difficult job that was kind of handed to Masu and holding that mid lane here for a while, I think he's played pretty reasonably. Faker teleporting on down to the bottom side. This is one of the things too when you examine T1 and a lot of their stomps that they do so well is consistently keep up full pressure on side lanes. You saw it in the first day of MSI where they had giant CS leads even when kill score was pretty close.
Hitting that. Oh, that's right.
Swing and a miss there, but they're constantly pushing out side lanes first, then going to either pick up their kills or their objectives here. And so they ensure that they not only keep this
What's the
lead,
cooldown on Ashe ult?
Hard to see again.
Like
how
Ashe
FlyQuest can stop
support
that side
sounds
lane
really
down. I
fun.
mean, extended throughout, Inner's gone top
You just
side.
spam your
Inner's
ult.
next up on the menu bot. Means that with this push as well, Dragon goes down. T1 had that stacking element this game as well. They've also still got the Herald. We're 17 minutes in, which is an improvement, but the game is not at the inhibitor. But still the Herald to push in as Dragon goes down regardless.
Yeah, let's see. I mean, if you have the choice between mid-secondary turret and an outer secondary turret, you definitely want the outer secondary turret.
Oh yeah.
As it is worth substantially more gold. Total gold for the inner secondary, 550 I believe, and 800 for the side lane one. So, but they don't necessarily need to use the Herald to actually get that one. Owner's actually going to charge right in, and you can see on the minimap when Keria and Gumayusi are invading the jungle, you have to respect it as FlyQuest.
Really do. That Herald comes through, and part of the invade means that now T1 pushing up with the Herald alongside it.
There you go.
Tries to use that vision advantage, but
no driver means no extra void mites.
true. Inspired coming in for a flank though. Here's the arrow. Not going to catch him. He goes into the clone. The real ulti though
Oh, he's
hits
dead.
the prison down, and
He's
Gurman
just gone.
Wow.
Nice.
If you have children, don't let them watch.
Yeah, that was brutal because they had Keria Ash Arrow. It got the clone, but because of that, you know, Owner is able to hit the Sejuani ult on the fresh W usage from Inspired, and he got comboed.
Weaver's Wall comes through as well. Whippo trying to delay, but he
Ooh.
flashes out.
Flash out.
No response, no chance. Inner turret down. FlyQuest are burning summoners like flies here. They just keep falling and falling and falling.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's exactly what Faker said in the intro, right? Jensen was like, Chengdu's our chance. And Faker said, no.
Chance.
You're going to fall now.
As you said, this is really nice.
Yeah, so that's the W I was talking about, but Owner is waiting for the W. It's like, it's kind of insane. Keria's Ash Arrow forces it, and then Owner just nails him in the face right into the perfectly timed seismic shove from Faker out of the stun. And completely 100% 2-0. Wukong down, plus secondary outer turret down.
That's a big...
Yeah, but look at that little blip on the left. You see that one?
There is a blip.
You see that little blue dot?
I like that blip.
What happened there?
What did happen
What
there?
was that? What the? I'm trying to remember.
Is that the invade? Maybe the CS lead on Jensen.
Oh, the CS! You're right! That was 8 CS right there!
Yeah, hell yeah.
But then all the kill, whatever.
And then we went other way, but that's what we remember.
That's what Analyst Test is going to go over.
Let's talk about the 10 seconds. Okay. I mean, again, no discredit to FlyQuest. I think there's been some good moments in the series. Game 1, the game top. Game 2, at least matching pound for pound. I'm not trying to be disingenuous. I'm just trying to say that.
I mean,
they've tried, but man, T1 are a different beast, and this is what we know. They get to internationals. It's not just the bot lane that levels up.
It's literal world champions right now.
Yeah.
Literal world champions closing in.
Arrow.
Oh.
Faker.
Oh, did they not have a shove?
Maybe not. Faker does take it a little bit. Depth charge is there. This is
Wait,
the
he
play
could die.
away.
I think
5
Faker's
matches.
dead.
Sends Faker on a bounce house, and he does have enough damage. He takes away the mid lane god. Now, what else can you get? Inspired with another Cyclone to get movement speed. Guma zones him away.
But T1 still wins that, right?
T1 with numbers disadvantage,
Oh no.
but they're still playing the fight. Zayas gets slowed down.
Right.
Is it a whoopsie or not? An explosive cast used. Zayas surviving for so long, and he's out. Jensen's ulti doesn't connect, and Guma's just over the wall, ready and willing. Whipper with a body slam. It doesn't hit, no.
Oh no.
Jumps back in. He
Oh wait,
wall
that was
outs, and
insane.
Whippo's
Yep, he's
isolated
gone.
this time from FlyQuest. T1 are
Yeah, I
making
think
fun of them. They are
T1 is still
squashing
winning
them
that.
beneath their boots with the TP out. It's just having the shy arc, isn't he? He goes in, he trades off, but it's all for a good
Calist is
cause
too
when
strong.
you know the rest of T1 are going to style on him.
Let's keep those combined kills per minute up, okay? I like it. Keep that action up. They're going for it. They're sending it. Masu.
Arrow's going to be absorbed at least. At least there's something there with the edge of night, but T1 still have to push in, and they've got the damage for this inner turret to make. yet another gold acclamation.
There's a lot of pings on this ward. Well, and they kill the ward. Okay.
Okay, never mind.
There was a teleport from Jensen and Whippo as well. Maybe like a double teleport play when Whippo got back up is probably what the pings and comps might have been about.
We got to Baron, by the way.
Okay.
We got to Baron.
So that means FlyQuest could steal a Baron.
That's right. And then what?
Then you wait inside your base for a while until another thing happens, and then you steal another.
Okay.
One.
And then maybe if it gets to Elder, then Elder flip the game.
Yeah, I like what you're cooking up here, buddy.
Hell yeah.
They do still have the double teleport Whippo Jensen,
True.
play that we're kind of going over right now. They do need to get more deep wards out on the map to actually be able to use that play. Ideally, you want to get vision on T1 players first so that you know you are teleporting into a numbers advantage. You can actually kill the person you're going for. And then you need to have a ward around to be able to pull the play off. Keria is making that very difficult for them, going through and clearing out most of them.
Umbral, an absolute nuisance as you pointed towards. Only one ward left in the Pixel Brush, I think. The Faker's going to walk over now, so at least not all vision's cleared away. But T1, the rest of the river is the arrow
hitting
flies
it?
through. Inspired, not going to get hit.
Damn,
Clones
close.
just in case. He's had good reaction time at the very least this game. But Dragon is spawned. This is going to lead to Soul Point. And T1
Yeah,
can take
T1
this
is getting the Drake.
easy-handed.
If Carl is
Things
down.
are going up towards the Baron. It's like
So
Fly, like, well,
it's
we're going to make the
gonna be
miracle
pretty
play on this top side in the meanwhile.
Oh.
On the Faker, maybe?
Yeah, if they had actually got it knocked back towards the ward, maybe then Jensen teleports in, because
Right.
Faker doesn't have flash, so that was probably the call for that play there, is if he actually got the knockback direction, then they would go for the teleport, but doesn't quite get it there. Faker just pushed out, slides away to safety, surfs away
He
to
does.
safety.
Been surfing all game. He's been the target approach from FlyQuest, but even with the kills coming through, we've got to remember what T1 are trading on the other side of the map. As I said, Soul Point, so 4 minutes 30 till an Infernal Soul on Talia and Lethality.
Yeah,
Kalista.
don't look at Guma's inventory. It's
Oh, I looked. I should have looked. Man, that's 3 and a bit items. Versus Lethality Virus, who is not at 3 himself. The fact that Masu's even semi-close, I think is nice. But 4.5k gold
Oh,
lead,
he's dead.
now onto Busio. Putting more
He is
style in.
dead.
Zayas comes in for the roam. Busio gets
Oh,
ranged
no
up.
one, he lives.
Takes a blast cone to
They
survive and
used
flash
flash.
away. But
probably
yeah,
forced now for sure. They've got really good.
I think they
turn.
can Baron.
Even with the Ash Arrow being used there, Sejuani ultimate is ready. All right, here's where miracles can happen.
It has
okay?
to.
Do you believe in magic?
well, you need to. North American need to. Inspired goes in at 8k early. It's a good setup on a carry, but a Fate's Call gets him out of dodge. The seismic
no
shot,
ult?
though,
Yep.
takes away the jungler. And in the blink
That's
of
a
an
free
eye,
Baron.
the miracle is done. And FlyQuest now coming in a little bit late. Flippo with the explosive cast is nice, but it's not enough. And it's an
Faker's
easy
teleporting.
smite. Whippo, sorry,
Faker?
Busio. You're
Oh no,
next
what
up,
are you
mate.
doing?
Faker.
Oh, Faker.
Faker's
Oh no.
running into it. Maybe Faker doing a little bit of running, but the Sonya says
dead.
otherwise. They
Oh,
run back
he's
in. He
gone.
flashes back to the safety of Gumayushi.
Maybe?
Ona just taking no damages. Guma's just running.
Oh
front
my.
line.
Carry is 1
ran in
HP.
for a bit of burst himself and almost dies, but
Yeah, Carrier had that calculated.
so
He's
calculated.
like, it's fine. Whoa, Jensen.
Trying onto Guma, flash away, arrow doesn't connect. Kerry with his last whim doesn't find it, but at least some kind of response play. Whippo's not done.
Carrier?
Oh, he wants to
Yeah.
dance with death.
Meanwhile,
Not quite.
It's just
Yeah,
this
Zayas here
pure
just,
disrespect.
knocking on the door.
What?
TP just in front of his face. Wait, doesn't have Cyclone. They know the timers of jungle ult. Azayas just protects bot lane turret from getting pushed by Jensen.
Yeah. Yeah, Inspired to try to use it in the Baron pit, trying to get their miracle going and tower down on the top side, so the inhibitor is fully exposed for next time around.
Did you think it'd be this one-sided? Like,
I did think it was going to be one-sided, but I mean, game number one, even if you thought it was going to be a 2, I think game number one was surprisingly quick.
oh yeah. I think even this one, like leisurely T1 have been getting off picks. There's still 13k gold ahead. Like, this is a statement you expect from LCK, from world champions, when they're running in a play-in stage versus second seed of the LCS.
Yeah, when are those world champ skins coming out?
Well,
Pretty soon, right? Maybe?
maybe during the tournament. As T1 make it through, because remember, with this win that is slowly encroaching FlyQuest base, they qualify for the main stage. They're done. They don't have to go through play-ins anymore. FlyQuest will get another chance against the winner of Estral and PSG maybe a rematch in the cards for FlyQuest as well. As T1 look to approach and send us to that absolute monster of a finisher here in less than 50 minutes so far in this series. Bot lane turret now gone.
Inspired here up on the...
Faker again, Cyclone comes through, it's a last chance. Jensen gets a shove back on the Nemesis here in the mid lane. Baker's still going to dive at Kuma. Cleans it up for a trade, inspires to get on out of there as well. I'm talking like this is close, even as Oda whiffs the ulti. It doesn't matter, watch Kuma's damage as he cleaves through the guy from Bioshock.
Even if they get Faker, they have so much damage.
An attempt here from Quimbo, but even that will do nothing.
Even Carrier deals damage. That's crazy.
Oda's playing with food. I mean, they're styling on them yet again. And T1 with Baron Kobe, I think they're just going to do it.
I agree.
That's the game.
T1, what a stomp here at MSI. Zayus goes for another one here on Inspired. Inspired bonks him on the head,
Faker's
though.
Maybe it's not over.
Huh?
Kerry has demolished.
Not Faker, like T1 is inting.
Dredgeline avoided. Busio, you're up next. No turret to speak of. That is disgusting. Carrier arrows down onto Jensen. Kuma sits at 1 HP. Carrier flashes. They are making fun of North America. Faker runs in, goes gold. The minions are helping out as well. Next is exposed while Kuma hits it. Faker wins out. These guys go to the main stage, and this series is a domination of what T1
that was just bullying.
demonstration, I should say. What this team's
They're
capable
just playing
of.
with their food.
Yeah, I for sure, for one, am for sure shocked that T1 are going to the main stage. Aren't you? Really well done by them.